Welcome, ninth standard friends. Lesson number 1 is the sets and point is Venn diagram. If we use closed figures such as circle, rectangle, square for the representation of a set, then that diagram is called as a Venn diagram. This is at first used by the British mathematician John Venn. Therefore, these diagrams are called as a Venn diagrams. In Venn diagrams, elements of a set are written inside the closed figure and name of a set is written by capital letters in it. Suppose we have given one set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a set. Now this set can be represented by Venn diagram using a circle that is a closed figure as we write these elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the elements of the set A and we write these elements or these numbers inside the circle and we write name of this set as A, capital A, in this way. Suppose B is a set of all x such that x is a less than 10 and greater than 1 and x is a natural number. This set is written in set builder form. Set B is a set of all x such that x is a less than 10 and greater than 1 and x is a natural number. Therefore, this set can be written in listing method as the numbers, natural numbers greater than 1 and less than 10 are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this set can be represented by this closed figure and we write elements of this set inside the figure as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 anywhere inside the figure and we write the name of that set in capital letter in it. In this way, we can represent any set by the closed figures and such figures are called Venn diagram. Now the second point is a subset. If A and B are two given sets and every element of set B is also an element of set A, then set B is called as a subset of A and written as B subset A. This is sign for subset and read as B subset A. There are two sets, set A and set B, and every element of set B is in set A. Then set B is called as a subset of set A. For example, let set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and set B is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Then we see that every element of set B is element of set A. Then set B is called subset of set A and we write this as set B is subset of A. Set B is subset of A. And now we can write this in Venn diagram. In Venn diagram, subset is written inside the circle, and its elements are written 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are the elements of set B, and elements of set A 2, 4, 6, 8. This is a set A. Now set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. All the elements are in set A. And set B contains the elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. From Venn diagram, it is also clear that all the elements of set B are in set A. Therefore, this set B is called as a subset of set A, and we write set B subset set A in this way. Now we know that there are different sets in number system. That is, n is a natural number set, I is a, we write here set, n is a natural number set, I is a integer set, this is integer set, W is whole number set. From this set, it is clear that natural number set is subset of integers set. Whole number set is also subset of integer set. So, what is meant by subset? If there are two sets A and B, and if all the elements of set B are in set A, then set B is called as a subset of set A. Now, properties of subset. Every set is a subset of itself. Suppose set A is a subset of set A. Every set is subset of itself. Second property is this phi. What is the phi? Empty set is a subset of all the sets. Empty set is subset of all the sets. If there are two sets A and B and the sets are equal sets, that is A is equal to B, then A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. And number 4 is if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then we can write A is equal to B. Then we can write A is equal to B. Now universal set. Universal set is non-empty set which accommodates all the sets under consideration, and it is denoted by capital U. So universal set is a big set and all the sets under consideration are the subsets of universal set. Suppose U is one of the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and A is a set of elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. B is a set of elements 2, 4, 6, 8. It is observed that A is a subset of U because all the elements in set A are in set U. Therefore, A is a subset of U. Also, B is a subset of U because all the elements of B are in set U. Therefore, set U is called as a universal set of sets A and B, and this set is always denoted by capital U, and this set is always represented by Venn diagram by rectangle. Now, complement of a set. Suppose U is an universal set and A is a subset of that set, then the set of elements which are in U but not in A are called complement of set A. Complement of set A is denoted by A dash or A raised to C. Suppose universal set is U is equal to set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let A be the subset of this universal set, and the elements of this set are 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 7. Then the set of such elements which are not in A but are in U are that elements are 2, 4, 6, 8. So this set is called as a complement of set A, and it is denoted by Venn diagram as this is universal set denoted by rectangle. Inside that rectangle, circle is drawn, and circle is a set A. Elements of set A are 1, 3, 5, 7. Then the remaining elements of set U are 2, 4, 6, 8, and set of these elements is A dash. So this part, dotted part of the Venn diagram is complement of set A, and the elements in circle is a set A, and all the elements in set A and A dash is universal set. Now let us see properties of universal set. From the figure it is clear that there is no common element in set A and set A dash. Set A has the elements 1, 3, 5, 7, and set A dash, that is complement of set A, has elements 2, 4, 6, 8. Therefore, there is no common element in set and its a complement, that is A and A dash. Now, A is a subset of U. Here, the set A is a subset of U, that is universal set, and A dash is also subset of universal set. Therefore, set and its complement both are subsets of universal set. Complement of universal set is always empty set. Complements of universal set is also empty set, and the complement of empty set is also universal set. Complement of empty set is universal set, and complement of universal set is empty set. Any set and its complement both are the subsets of the universal set, and there is no common element between the set and its complement. Practice set 1.3. Question number 1. If A is equal to set of elements A, B, C, D and E. Set B is equal to C, D, E, F and set C is equal to B and D. Set D is equal to A and E. Then which of the following statements are true or which are false? And number 1, set C is a subset of set B. Look at the elements in set C and set B. Here are the element B which is not in set B. Element B of set C is not element in set B. Therefore, all the elements of set C are not in set B. Therefore, this statement is a false. Number 2 is a set A subset set D. Now see the element in set A. These are the elements of set A and there are only 2 elements in set D. Therefore all the elements of set A are not in set D. Therefore this is not subset. Therefore this statement is a false. Now number 3 is a set D is a subset of set B. Set D, see the elements of set D. This element A is not in set B. Therefore all the elements of set D are not in set B. Therefore this statement is also false. Now number 4, set C subset of set A, set D subset of set A. Now see the elements of D. The elements are A and E and these elements A and E. All the elements of set D are in set A. Therefore this statement is a true. This statement is a true. Now number 5, set B subset of set A. Set B, elements of set B are C, C, D, D, E, but their F is not element of set A. Therefore this statement is also false. And number 6, set C subset of set A. Set C subset of set A. Look at the element of C, B that is in A and also D is in A. Therefore all the elements of set C are in set A. Therefore C is a subset of A. This is true. Now question number 2. Take the set of natural numbers from 1 to 20 as universal set. Therefore we have to take the universal set of numbers from 1 to 20. Therefore U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. This is universal set. This is universal set. And now we have given set X of all X such that X belongs to N and X is less than 15 and greater than 7. So the numbers less than 15 and greater than 7 are, so set X will denote as 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Now set Y. In set Y is a natural number. Y belongs to capital N and Y is a prime number from 1 to 20. So we have to write prime number from 1 to 20. That is a 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19 are the prime numbers. This is set Y. Now in both the cases we indicate the set universal set U by rectangles. In first case the inner circle we represent by set X and in the another figure the circle, inner circle is represented by Y. So write the elements of set X in circle, that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So the remaining elements from 1 to 20, write outside the circle. So we write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. In this way we can represent this set by Venn diagram. Now in another case, that is number 2, write elements of set Y in inner circle as 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19, and write the remaining elements outside this circle, and that elements are 1, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 9, then 10, then 12, 14, 15, 16, 18 and 20. In this way we have represented this set in Venn diagram. Question number 3. U is equal to, that is we have given universal set 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. P is equal to, in curly bracket 1, 3, 7, 10. Then number 1 is show sets U, that is universal set P and P dash. P dash is complement of P by Venn diagram, and verify P dash of dash is equal to P. Now let us write at first all the sets. Set U is equal to, in curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Set P is equal to, in curly bracket 1, 7, 1, 3, 7, 10. Now what will be the P dash? P dash is the complement of P. Therefore set of elements which are in a U but not in a P. Therefore we leave this element 1, 3, 7, 10 from U and write other elements. Therefore 1 we not take, 2 don't take, 3 as it is in P, don't take 7 as it is in P, then take 8, then take 9, don't take 10 as it is in P, 11, 12. In this way we have a P dash, that is complement of P. Now P dash of P, P dash of dash, that is the elements that are in U but not in P dash. So the elements will be 1, 3, 7, 10. Therefore P dash of dash is equal to P, since P dash since P is equal to set of elements 1, 3, 7, 10. Now show the sets by Venn diagram. In inner circle we show set P, and outside the circle in rectangle we write its a complement P dash. Write at first all the elements of P in circle, and that elements are 1, 3, 7, 10, and the remaining elements, that is elements of P dash, are 2, 8, 9, 11, 12. So all the elements 1, 2, 3, then 7, 7, then 8, then 9, 10, 11, 12 are the elements of universal set U. Now let us see question number 4. In question number 4, set A is equal to, in curly bracket, 1, 3, 2, 7. Then write any three subsets of a empty set is a subset of all the sets. Therefore, empty set is subset of A. Then subset of set in set 1, in set 3, in set 2, in set 7. Then we can take two elements in set 1, 3, in set 3, 2, in set 2, 7. In this way, we have written some of the subsets of set A here. Now question number 5. Number 1, example number 1. Write subset relation between the sets. P is a set of all residents in Pune. M is a set of all residents in Madhya Pradesh. I is a set of all residents in Indore. D is a set of all residents in India. H is a set of all residents in Maharashtra. Now P is a set of all residents in Pune. So residents in Pune are also residents of Maharashtra. Therefore, P is a subset of H. That is, P is subset of H. Then residents of Pune are also residents of India. Therefore, P is a subset of B also, because B is a set of all residents in India. As Pune is in Maharashtra and Pune is also in India, therefore residents of Pune are also in Maharashtra and residents of Pune are also in India. Therefore P is a subset of H and P is a subset of B. Next is M is a set of all residents in Madhya Pradesh. Residents of Madhya Pradesh are also the residents of India. Therefore, M is a subset of, and India is a set of B. Therefore, M is subset of B. Then I is a set of all residents in Indore. Also, residents of Indore is also residents of Madhya Pradesh. Therefore, I is a subset of M. I is a subset of M. Also, residents of Indore are the residents of India. Therefore, I is a subset of B also. Then B is a set of all residents in India. It has no subset. Then H is a set of all residents in Maharashtra. Residents in Maharashtra are also residents of India. Therefore, H is a subset of B here. Now, question number 2. This is question number 1. Which set can be universal set for above sets? All above sets are the subsets of residents in India. Therefore, we can consider B as a universal set. The answer is universal set is B. Universal set is B. Now students, that is homework for you. Solve question number 6 and 7 from exercise 1.3. Also solve the notes given in this video and solve all the solve examples that are solved in this video.